Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Stephon Devereux Show, where you get news, interviews, hot topics, music from around the world, and more. Now here's your host, Stephon Devereux. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Welcome back, my peeps. I'm back. Took a week off, had to. Vocal issues. Night before we had a big show, PWX Community Center. Yeah, we did that thing. Big show last week. And the next morning I woke up with no throat. It was gone. No voice. The voice had left my throat, left my body, and it was like, But it's cool. You know, last week I missed out on some things that probably would have got me canceled. Because I was going to go off last week. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I was going to snap on these daggone wannabe so-called pro wrestling fans. That just makes me chuckle. They make me chuckle every now and then because I laugh. I laugh so hard when I listen to these idiots. It just makes me, I sat back and I'm like, wow. So, anyway, we'll talk about that we'll talk about that, later on in the show. But I want to thank you again for joining me. Anyway, what's up, peeps? Stuff to talk about today. Had some stuff to talk about, like I said, for a minute, but for over a week. But, yeah, man. So let's get to your boys. Let's get to your balls. Your balls, AEW. If you see the title of the show, that's yes. Will AEW ever get past 1.5 million, man? Come on, people. Don't get mad at me because I'm just bringing it real. I'm telling the truth here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all how I feel about AEW, my truth. May not be your truth, but it's my truth. They've done everything in their power to get past that 1.5 million threshold, their original, high point. They've done everything in their power. Everything in their power. What, recent signings? Former superstars from the other company across the street. Well, it's not really across the street, but come on, guys. Why can't you get past that 1.5 million viewer mark? Why? Okay, let's start here. This past week, they did about a 1.3. Estimated. Because it was actually below 1.3. But I'm being nice. I'm giving them a few extra fans. They started AEW Dynamite, their Grand Slam show that they've been hyping for weeks. They've been hyping this for weeks and weeks and weeks. We're coming back to New York. Wrestling fans in New York, you better get vaccinated so you can come see this show. Yeah. So they start the show off with Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. Right now, Kenny Omega is probably the top star in AEW. That's just my opinion for his body of work, and he's the champion. Okay, nothing against CM Punk, who never shuts his mouth. Okay, he finds a way to keep running his mouth about the WWE or somebody who works for the WWE. Come on, dude. Punk, shut your mouth. It's time. Let's worry about yourself. But anyway, Kenny Omega is one of the biggest stars in the company, the biggest star in my opinion, because he's the champion. And his matches are not bad. He does a couple of things that make me like, But for the most part, Kenny Omega's matches aren't bad. So I can deal with that. I can literally deal with Kenny Omega's matches. They give him Bryan Danielson. First match out the gate in AEW. He gets to wrestle Kenny Omega, the champion. Bryan Danielson, last time we seen him on a major television program or just a major event, wrestling, he was getting pinned by Roman Reigns. And Edge was on top of Daniel Bryan as well. So let's just say, that wasn't a good look to me. And I still to this day, I'm like, why? Okay, why would you put Bryan in this spot, first match out the gate? And then what did they do? What did they do? They gave you an awesome match with no finish. Oh, because, we had to do the 30-minute time limit. 30-minute time limit draw. Dude. Casual fans don't care about time limit draws. Casual fans they do not want matches without conclusions. That's like a fall game without a daggone end. They just ended a tie. That's what I love about college football. They ain't letting that happen. Oh, somebody going to win this game. NFL, come on, man. But I get it. A lot more money at stake. You ain't trying to have them guys out there all daggone day to try to win a game. I get that. But anyway, so you end this match in a time limit draw. This is your premier match of the night. You had it the first match of the night, dude. Oh, why not put that main event? Put that match in the main event spot. Build it. Give it time to build through the show. This is a problem with this company. Their shows will start out hot. Like when CM Punk debuted last month, start out hot. And what happens? It fizzles through the rest of the show. Because no one cares about the rest of the show. They taste it, and they see this is what's going to happen later when they promo the rest of the show. You know, this is what you're going to see. They don't care about a daggone 60-year-old Sting. They don't. Sting's done. They don't care about Sting no more. The casual fans are done with Sting. It's nothing against Sting. Sting, top 3 favorite wrestler of all time. Top 3 guys. And I'm talking Kurt Angle, the greatest wrestler of all time, by the way. But this is what bothers me about these idiots. These idiots who think that, we know what we're doing. We've done this before. You've never ran a company that you had to profit from, guys. People say, they're going in for the long game. How are they going in for the long game when they're killing off their audience already? Even a show when they are able to bring in a significant amount of people to watch that show, by the end of the show, the people don't watch no more, and it's 2 hours. There's no excuse that they got. Besides, the booking's horrible. They don't got the WWE excuse of 3 hours. They don't. Even their damn Rampage show has the same issue. Another issue. Their storylines. What are they? What are they? Are they doing everything in their power to give you episodic storylines every week? No. You get something here, you get something there, and you get a little bit over there, and you get it. The show is it's too confusing half the times to watch. So fans get their one match that they want to see or their one promo that they want to see, and they see it, and they don't watch no more. The ratings are spiked for that week, and then a week later it's trash. The ratings drop. What's the problem? It can't be. Well, it's not the boys. That's what some people will say. Even though these guys, you're collecting a nice paycheck, but we got some smart guys down there. Some smart guys who have been in money situations. Yeah, they learned how to make money from Vince McMahon, something that them guys didn't know how to do before they got to Vince. Vince taught them how to make money, real money. You can't take some of that knowledge down there to Jacksonville and try to help that show out? Oh, from what you're told, they don't have creative. There's only one guy who does, and his name is Tony Khan. Yeah, I said it right the first time. I'm being nice. But there's one guy. Stops with him. But when a guy doesn't know how to do what he's doing, why should it? Dude, really? See, the one thing I will give Ted Turner credit for, okay, is he knew he couldn't be no damn booker of a wrestling company. He knew that in '88 when he bought WCW, NWA, which became WCW, Crockett Promotions, who cares? But when he bought WCW, he didn't try. He didn't try at all to be the man, to go down there, well, this is what I want to see done because I'm a mark and I'm a fan of life. This is what I want to do. No, he let pros do it. The first run with Dusty Rhodes, awesome run until Dusty did some stuff that they didn't want him doing and he got hurt. Anyway, we should talk about that another day because that was just some awesome stuff to get fired for. Believing in your gimmick, believing in your guys. That's why I love Dusty Rhodes. R.I.P. D.J. Mack and Dwayne Daddy Rhodes. It's my man. Speaking of the Rhodes family, shout out to Cody, man. Don't worry, Cody. you're not going to be in this business too much longer. I know. Go do your movies and go do your TV shows and stuff because Cody, yeah, I feel bad. And Dustin Rhodes, we're going to talk about you later. Damn. They trying to bury you now too, bro. 20 years ago. But anyway, back to AEW and why they will never, in my opinion, get past 1.5 million viewers. Like I said, the storylines. They don't even build storylines to get their fans emotionally invested into these things. What these fans get emotionally invested in is the fact that such and such is wrestling such and such, and that's it. That's it. They're happy to see their one-time dream match. That's it. As long as they get their one-time dream match, that's it. They're happy with letting CM Punk come in here and beat one of their guys that they have been champion for 2 years now. They've been putting this kid on a pedestal for 2 years now. And what happens? CM Punk comes in here, boom, beats him first match. And I'm talking about Darby Allin. You don't invest money in a guy like Sting, even though Sting, I don't want to see him wrestling anymore. But you don't invest money in a guy like Sting. Have him place him with Darby Allin, put them two together, and then you sit there and decide. We got Punk coming in now, so let's have him go over Darby Allin. Are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? And let's go back. The things that you actually got your fans emotionally invested in, you have found a way to get rid of them because of the new guys that are here now. You're going to tell me that Hangman Adam Page, you're going to tell me that there's nothing for you guys. And people were saying, and the rumors are he can't be because he's sick or he's dealing with something at home with his wife and she just had a baby or whatever. There's no way. If this man is getting a push of his life on national TV, he ain't going nowhere for no extended period of time unless he was injured. But Adam Page is sitting on the sideline right now. Why? He's injured. It's because they don't know what the hell to do with him now. Oh, you think I'm joking? Look at what happened before they took him off of TV. There was no explanation storyline. Up until all of that, there was some storyline going between him and Kenny. Even though Kenny was doing this against that person and that against, it was always coming back down to Adam Page and Kenny Omega for the AEW Championship. What happened to that? Exactly. Oh, this is the excuse. They're trying to build Kenny Omega up by having him go over on this guy and that guy and this guy. So when Adam Page beat him, the belt will be more important. The champion makes the belt important. It don't matter who he goes over, that belt important. If the fans want to see him win or lose, that's up to him. That's up to his microphone to get them in there. His wrestling ability to keep them into that match. Kenny Omega, I think, can do it. So he don't need to be going and beating everybody else. His feud is set up. By the time they come back to Hangman Adam Page, the fans won't give a damn. Why? Because they're going to want to see if he gets through the Daniel Bryan thing with the championship, which I hope he does. Oh, they're going to want to see him against CM Punk. Oh, we forgot about him already? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I mean? How are you fans supposed to get emotionally invested in this stuff? When they will give you something and they'll cut it off. This reminds me of old school WCW, okay, before the NWO, and what's sort of going on in the WWE. Give you a little bit, then they cut it off for whatever reason. I mean, how long is this going to last? How long is this going to last? And here's another thing. Guys like Hangman Adam Page, the fans that your hardcore fans are emotionally invested in, those are the guys who got you that original 1.5 million. Again, let's be real. The way they built Hangman Adam Page going into that first pay-per-view, second pay-per-view, very first airing on TNT, think of what they did, and look where it's at now. Oh, they big and bad now because they got some former WWE guys there. Bray Wyatt's on his way in. So what's going to happen then? Think about this. Guys like Brian Cage who are actually out there. Well, I won't say he is personally, but you can see comments made by his wife about her husband not getting the opportunity that he, come on, bro. Dude's like 6 foot, 3, 4? Looks like man, get the hell out. You're going to tell me? Oh, but no, they gave CM Punk against, Hobbs from Team Taz on Rampage. Whoop-dee-doo. These guys, and then the opportunities that they have to possibly get over 1.5 million viewers. This past week on Rampage, they had CM Punk wrestling for the first time on TV in 7 years. What happened? They did it for Rampage in a damn taped match. Oh, this is what drives me crazy about AEW. This is what drives me crazy. Dude has no clue how to run a wrestling organization, but he got the people around him to help him. If those people were able to give their input and just knock him out the box, I guarantee you AEW can get 2.0 easily. But not with this clown. Not with this dude. Ain't happening. Not with this man. Ain't happening. So my answer is no. Will they ever get past 1.5? No. Not until this idiot sits his butt down, and then let someone take over. Dude, just give it go call Paul Heyman. Call Vince Russo. Call Kevin Sullivan. You're not getting Jim Cornette back. You had that opportunity, lost it. Call somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. And y'all can laugh at Vince Russo, but guess what? Russo made money for the WWE. Another story. Anyway, Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm not done. I'm not done, people. I swear I'm not done because I got to get into something else. One of your favorite TV shows that's out there right now that you guys think is so awesome. Yeah, I'm going to show you why that show probably won't be on next season. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with Mckeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, Mckeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or MedicareMadeClear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We're back. I want to send some shout outs to some people out there. Actually, no, I don't. Who cares? Oh, I'm pissed off today, man. I'm heated. It's on, man. It's on today, man. It's time for me to go off some more. All right, look. Everybody's new favorite show out there, as far as the boys, is the Starz show Heels. About the two brothers in the wrestling business. The dad committed suicide, and the oldest son went on to run the business with the dad's former business partner, and the older brother's an asshole compared. Anyway, the younger brother's an egotistical maniac. I mean, anyway. I tried to watch the show, with open eyes. Hey, it's just another TV show. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't think the show's going to be back on next year, or they're going to have to switch the time slot. I'm just going to be real. There's no way in hell that I'm putting a wrestling show, a wrestling soap opera, after anything 50 Cent related. Any show that's related to 50 Cent, and that's Power. Okay, next up is BMF. I would not even have touched that. You really thought, Starz, that you were going to let this show eat off of the back of Power? Really? Starz, do you not know your target audiences? Do you not know your demographics for these shows? Let's just be real. Target audience for Power. Okay, let's say you're probably going for a majority black, 18 to 35. That demo, yeah, that's a good demo. Of course you're going to go for that because you're going to, that's yours, especially for cable. It's a good demo to attack. There's really nothing else out there. So you attack it with Power, no matter if it's book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It don't matter, okay? But you do not put a wrestling show, well, let me say this, a show about wrestling on after it. And then you actually expected, oh, yeah, Power's going to help put this, give us some good rating. Man, them fans turned it off. I'm serious. Let's look at the ratings. Them Power fans turned Heels off as soon as the show came on. Matter of fact, as soon as Power went off, they went to something else. These ratings down. Okay? And y'all don't believe me? I'm going to break it down for y'all. So I know Starz, they went in there, I don't know who gave the idea. Hey, what's a great idea? Let's put Heels, right after Power. Whose idea was that? Do y'all want this show to succeed? Y'all should have gave it a Saturday night. Keep those fans in who don't go to wrestling shows on Saturday nights or Friday night. But I'll say Saturday. Get those fans who weren't going to wrestling shows that night. You put it on Sunday after Power, a predominantly black show. You've lost your... Okay, let's go to the ratings. Let's go to the ratings. Oh, my goodness, this is so funny. Okay, so Heels debut August 15th, right after Power. Now, Power's debut episode had almost 450,000 viewers, and they dropped a couple weeks in a row. But there's a reason why I said that, okay? I had to let you know where Power started. About 450,000, just a few weeks before this. Now let's go to the date that Power and Heels came together. All right, so Power on August 15th, Power Raising Kanan, brought in 386,000 viewers. 386,000 viewers on a Sunday night to watch this show. It's awesome. That's huge. Still huge, even though it wasn't at the beginning. It wasn't where they started at, but still good. Now you would think Heels, Power. Don't get me wrong. If let's say they had another show like BMF, which they're going to do tonight in the season finale, BMF will be on after Power. I guarantee you they're going to be able to keep those people watching that show, unlike Heels. So here's the problem. First night that Heels came on, it debuted August 15th. Power had 386,000 viewers. Heels had 128,000 viewers. Huh? So you lost almost 260,000 viewers? How's that possible? Oh, two different demographics. Second week, August 22nd. Power wasn't on. Remember, they took that mid-season break. But Hills, 103,000. So you lost 25,000 viewers from the week before. August 29th, Michael Jackson's birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. Love you, man. Anyway, August 29th, 348,000 viewers. Yeah, they did lose some viewers from the week before, but I have a feeling that's more towards the, you're getting ready for Labor Day weekend and, whatever. Last week, pretty much the last week of summer on a lot of people's minds. So that August 29th date, Power had 348,000 viewers. Hills had 94,000. That's bad. That's bad. Now, like I said, Power lost some viewers too, but Power from the show before that, he only lost about less than 40,000 viewers. Less than 40,000. Now let's go to Labor Day weekend. September 5th. Power, 270,000 viewers. Okay. Like I said, Labor Day weekend. A lot of people probably they're not worried about it. They'll catch the replay or whatever. See it, later on down the week. I forgot how the DVR numbers work, but anyway, 270,000. Hills, 79,000. 79,000. How is that possible? Oh, because, again, Labor Day weekend, and it's after a show that can't keep their audience. They can't keep that Power audience. Oh, it gets worse from here. Here's why. September 12th. Power starts to make their climb. Why? Because getting geared up towards the last few episodes of the season. 418,000 viewers for Power on September 12th. 79,000 viewers for Heels. How is that possible? Oh, we just explained that again. Anyway. And last but not least, last week, get this. Power, 486,000 viewers. They beat their original record. They beat their record last week. Hills, 93,000 viewers. Come on, bro. Yeah, Hills went up. Hills went up a little bit. It went up 14,000 viewers. Power went up 70,000 viewers, bruh. How? Two completely different shows. Get Hills away from Power or just cancel it. Because it's not going to succeed. It's not going to succeed. In those 2 hours, compare the 2 hours, Hills has no chance to succeed. Power is a great lead-in for probably any other show, but a show about pro wrestling. It just makes no sense to me. What was Starz thinking? Oh, we're 50 Cent can help. Maybe if 50 Cent produced, Heels, made it a little bit more edgy instead of the little crybaby soap opera that it's become, because that's what a lot of fans are saying. Not just me. It's like a soap opera now. It's just a horrible one. It's so unrealistic. I mean, it just makes me say, oh, my God. You really want to see what the business is about? What the business is about? Come to the PWX Training Academy and get trained. Because seriously, bro, this is horrible. Let Brian Anthony train you. Let Brian Anthony show you what it feels like in that damn ring. What it takes to be a wrestler. Because what we're watching on this show is horrible. Seriously, and I cannot believe, God, it's one of the greatest wrestling. You know who's saying that? Not the wrestling fans, because you could tell through the ratings, wrestling fans aren't watching this. Maybe half. of their viewers are wrestling fans. You know who the other half are? People in the business. The other 50,000 wrestlers that are out there right now. You know, the guys who think they have a chance to become, WWE champion one day. Yeah. Not trying to rip them, just being real. Just being real. But a show about a drug dealing family versus a pro wrestling family. You know what I'm saying? A show versus, come on, man. A drug dealing family at 8 o'clock and then a pro wrestling family at 9 o'clock. Now, I mean, I could get into some things and we could get into some stories, which I may get into in the next segment when I talk about, that dude. But I'm just saying, bro, this ain't working. This is not working. And this show's going to suffer. It's going to suffer that axe because, let's be real, where else are you really going to put it at? I don't see them putting it on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or a Friday. Saturday's probably their best bet, but, I mean, you don't have to worry about the wrestling fans because they'll just DVR it. Whose idea was it to do this? I'm lost. It just blows my mind. But it's cool. At least I know I'm not the only one. So do you think Hills is coming back next year? Do you think they're coming back for a second season? I haven't heard any news. Maybe I should have looked into it before I did this segment, but who cares? It's not my problem. I don't really, care for the show too much. It's no different than the other show I'm about to speak about in the next segment, Stephon Devereux Show. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Got any questions? Give me a call, 515-605-9741, or send us a little tweet at Aaron Lester 22 on Twitter. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break. Got some more heat to come. Let's go. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with Mckeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, Mckeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for 8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We back. I've held back for 10 days. Maybe 11, who knows. Held back for some minutes. For some days on this, and I'm tired of holding back. Let's get into it. Okay, so I did watch The Dark Side of the Ring. okay, it's time to cancel that show. I'm agreeing with, wrestling legends like Bob Cook. It's time to let that show go because it's time to let it go. Because now it's just becoming a hit piece. And what they did last week to my man, the Nature Boy, woo! Ric Flair was ridiculous. Now, look, I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, because, people, cancel Stephon Devereux because he condones what happened with Ric Flair. No, I don't condone what Ric Flair did. Trust me, I don't. Okay? My problem is, so we're going to revisit the past, and then we're going to try to cancel somebody for what they have already apologized for because of their actions through their use of alcohol. People forget that. Ric Flair was a known alcoholic, okay? He got drunk on a plane. Well, before they got on the plane, it was lit, and he did some ignorant stuff to a lady. Now, I'm not condoning that. Ric Flair, when he leaves this earth, he'll deal with, whatever he has to deal with, whatever's on his conscience. That's him. But I'm going to be real. This was unnecessary to try to cancel a man who's already apologized for making these mistakes already. And he said it was because of his alcoholism. So now we're going to start smashing people from their days when they were alcoholics, when they made mistakes 20 years ago. We're going to start smashing them now. What happened to this world of, we're forgiving, we're a forgiving nation and blah, blah, blah. This, man, y'all can kiss my ass. There ain't no forgiving nation. Dude already said sorry for his past mistakes. And you're going to try to burn him now? Why aren't you trying to burn him then? Huh? Why? Oh, that's why. Oh, like Jim said, Jim Ross, JR, well, Ric Flair was a big man. Do you believe that? No. They could have did something to Ric Flair. They just didn't want to. Jim Ross didn't want to. They found their fall guys. They found their fall guys at the time. Kurt Hennig, Scott Hall, Goldust. They didn't do nothing to Rick. So it's Ric Flair's fault that nothing happened to him? Huh? If JR was on that plane and knew what happened, why didn't JR make something happen? Why didn't JR do what any guy who is a head of personnel possibly fired? But no, we're just going to sit here and just keep bashing Ric Flair. Okay, all right. The man, you cost him probably some commercials, some event signings, probably cost him some of that. Probably cost him a possible contract with AEW. And Ric Flair's done in a wrestling ring, at least the last wrestling ring that he was in was an NWA ring. And I'm very grateful for that. But come on, man. It's become a hit job. We've known. And people, I didn't know anything about what happened on a plane. Okay, then that's you. Wrestling fans like myself, I'm 43 years old. I've known about this for possibly 16 years now. When the stories were originally coming out, by wrestlers who were telling these stories, some of your favorite wrestlers who were out there telling the stories on all the shoot interviews that they did. My fault. Y'all don't watch shoot interviews. Y'all just sit there and listen to Dave Meltzer. He tells y'all what to do, who to listen to, who to watch. That's what y'all do. I don't. Well, Dave Meltzer blocked me on Twitter because I called him out for his crap already. Because he's a toxic internet mark, a.k.a. a Tim. But y'all listen to these guys. That tells you, okay, this guy needs to be canceled. Because let me tell you something. Still what Tommy Dreamer was saying. Now, if I was Dreamer, I probably wouldn't have said it on national TV, but between him and now, we're sitting there having a conversation, a few beers, whatever. You know what? I feel you. I feel you 1,000%, Tom. He wasn't defending Ric Flair. He was defending the business, the culture of the business at that time. And people forget that. He's already acknowledged, man, it wouldn't happen today. But this is something that was happening back then. Look, was it right? No, it just happened. Boys will be boys. That was the attitude back then. You know the difference between those boys and the boys today? A lot of those boys went to college, graduated from college, had degrees, made a lot of money in the wrestling business, made the business better. Today's guys, all these woke kids and all that, no, do you want to talk about the ratings of AEW again? So if Tommy Dreamer got suspended from Impact, okay, cool. So let's talk about the other people who were on this thing or being talked about. Let's go to someone in particular that has been caught, that got a little heat right now, from Ric Flair, and that's Rob Van Dam. I'm not going to lie, but out of everything that was said on this documentary, on this episode, and it's not getting any attention whatsoever, is what was said by Rob Van Dam. Do we have to go back to what he said? No, I'm not playing the clip because I have the clip prepared, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play the clip just in case. Let's go back to what Rob said. From not verbatim, but just paraphrase. Dude pretty much said that they were dropping H-bombs into girls' drinks just so they could take advantage of them. Now, he didn't mention who and, when, where, what. Okay, that's cool. But he mentioned that they were doing this. Rob, were you a part of this? Because it sounded like you were. And if you weren't, how did you know? And then if you found that a friend of yours or one of the boys, in quotation marks, was doing this, why didn't you tell anybody? That's weird. It's one thing when you're dropping it into a guy's drink, one of the boys' drink, just to get a rib, which is dangerous as is, okay? In my opinion. Very dangerous. I don't condone that. Somebody would have did that to me, I would have shot him. I'm just being real. I'm being real. But this man sat on TV and said they were dropping these daggone pills in girls' drinks just to take advantage of them. And no one has said a word. He's not canceled. He did interviews. He's at events. No one is saying a word. Oh, that's just Rob Van Dam. He just gets really high. Okay, if that's the case, then that's just Ric Flair. He gets really stupid when he gets drunk. That's just Ric Flair. I'm not condoning it. I'm just throwing this at you guys to make you understand how dumb it is to get on this man, but not to get on the other guy. Ric Flair wasn't even on the program to defend himself. He didn't have to be on the program to defend himself. But Rob Van Dam literally said that they was drugging chicks to rape them. You're going to sit here and have Bill Cosby go through court cases over this same situation, but you're not going to get mad about Rob Van Dam? Now, if I'm the cops let's go, FBI, let's go sit down and have a conversation with Mr. Rob Van Dam. Let's go sit down and have a conversation with a guy who just literally said guys were drugging females just to take advantage of them on a nationally televised program. Supposed to get mad at Ric Flair from something he did 20 years ago? He wasn't even on the show to defend himself. We suspend Tommy Dreamer because of what he said, even though he didn't get accused of doing anything to these females. The people who were accused were Scott Hall, Goldust. They're fired. Goldust, Dustin Rhodes, works for AEW. Is anything going to happen to him? Of course not. That's why I say it's a witch hunt, bro. A witch hunt against Flair. Trust me. They've been wanting Flair to get out of this business for some time. They want him away from the business for quite some time. Trust me, it's been out there. But to use this, something they did 20 years ago that he's already apologized for, the girl was already paid. Then come to find out, well, now how true this is, but keep hearing the rumors, keep reading stories about how her and her husband were con artists and they were thieves. Allegedly. So it's Ric Flair's fault that the woman's husband told her not to say anything? It's Tommy Dreamer's fault that the woman's husband told? All Tommy Dreamer was speaking on was he was reacting to what was told to him. Cancel Tommy Dreamer. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. But like I said, y'all want to be mad at somebody, be mad at everybody. Don't just pick and choose. Dude, Rob Van Dam said it on that program. They were H-bombing females to take advantage of them. Whether he did it or not, he still knew about it and said nothing. If there's women out there right now who've seen that or friends of women who've seen that program and remember, and Dad, you know what, that is right, but was afraid to say something, this idiot just opened up the can of worms for y'all. Fishing, baby. Take them worms, put it on y'all damn hooks, and go fishing. Get y'all money. Get y'all money. And I'm not saying cancel Rob Van Dam. I'm not. I'm just making this. Come on. Sorry, I had to let that breathe for a minute. Because I'm completely lost on how that was just like, who cares what he said? Back to Ric Flair. He did this 20 years, blah, blah, blah. Cancel Ric Flair. And I love that Rick is fighting back, man. Come on. Remember, this is a dude that fought death just a few years back. I'm happy he's fighting back because, man, he has to. This is his reputation, his legacy, man. One of the greatest performers of all time. And I'm not talking in the ring, man. I'm talking on screen. You're going to tell me that he's not up there with characters like J.R. Ewing and Stephon Devereux and, you know, I mean, I'm just saying. You're going to tell me he's not? This is his legacy. The man left the WWE just so he can go and pursue some more opportunities in his career. And then he gets hit with this a few weeks later? Now, I wouldn't be shocked if he said, you know what, Vince, some stuff's coming out. You know, the whole plane ride from hell thing is, you know, about to go down. Maybe it's the best chance for me to get away so there's not too much heat on the company. I could see him doing that. And I could see Vince, of course, agreeing with him. He'll be back, though. Eventually. He lives long enough, he'll be back. That's why he left there all smiles. No different than, I'm just saying, he left there with all smiles. Didn't say a bad word about them, left there all smiles. No different than what Daniel Bryan recently did and Adam Cole. Got a lot of respect for those guys for that. Unlike the other guy who opens his mouth, big mouth CM Punk. Anyway. But yeah, you can cancel me if y'all don't like what I just said. I don't care. You know, yeah, it's a totally different time. I get it. But, man, I've heard stories through my years in this business that are way worse than this. And I actually had to approach people over those stories. But you know what, though? I handled it right then and there. I didn't wait 20 years down the line to do it, bro. You feel me now? Y'all want to get mad at dude now? All right. Okay. Oh, because he won't be the only one. There will be more who's going to go down. You already got Hogan. Y'all got Flair. Hogan kind of deserved it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, like, dude, bro, come on, Hogan. But he asked for forgiveness, and I give forgiveness. Okay? Ric Flair asked, I gave. No different. But let me ask you this, though. One more thing before I go to a break. Jim Ross. He was on that plane. The guys didn't respect Ross enough for them to actually not do the stupid things that some of them did. Exactly. And don't forget, Vince McMahon was not on the plane, unlike the way the documentary tried to tell you. So anyway, I'm just saying, take it with a grain of salt. It's all about getting ratings these days. At least they're getting ratings because, they're getting better ratings than our daggone Hill show on Starz. But that's another story. Stephon Devereux, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Oh, my goodness. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, got some info on a PWX show on October 30th, Mckeesport Havoc. Oh, yeah. Main event has been named. Talk about that right after this. Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Saturday, October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with Mckeesport Havoc. 2125 Beacon Street, Mckeesport, PA. Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7 o'clock. Front row tickets, $15 in advance, $20 at the door. General admission, $15. Kids 10 and under get in for $8. Go to bit.ly/PWX October. We'll see you there.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angle Kids 24/7 Radio. Angle Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We are back. Oh, man, can't wait. Cannot wait. October 30th, Pro Wrestling Express returns to the PWX Community Center with Mckeesport Havoc, baby. Oh, my goodness. Feels good to say that. You know why it feels good to say that? Because I'm finally going to get what I've been waiting for quite some time. As the CEO of PWX, I'm finally going to get to see this bum be buried. Well, I'm sorry if I called him a bum, but he's getting on my nerves. But this bum's getting buried. O'Reilly Chambers, hate in the flesh, O'Reilly Chambers is going to get buried by my guy, the Regent, Joshua Kavad, baby. I keep trying to tell y'all. I tried to tell O'Reilly Chambers at the last show. I'm not playing no more, bruh. That's why I put the team together I did to take out the plague. And, yeah, okay, things didn't end the way I wanted them to end. Oh, wait. They did. Yeah, I get to laugh this time because the past, few shows O'Reilly Chambers has had the upper hand. I'll give him that. He's a champ. He's the champion of Pro Wrestling Express. It's a hard title to get. And I'll give him his credit. He's one of the crappiest veterans out there. He's been in the game for, 15 years, knocking dudes' heads off with them knees. And I give him credit. But let's just be real. You have had to cheat every opportunity Joshua Kavad has had for that PWX championship of O'Reilly Chambers. You've had to cheat. You've really had to cheat for that. Oh, but it's on, though, because I'm going to watch this dude bury you. There's no cheating out of that. I don't know what you think you were going to do, because I've seen what you had said in your promo recently. I've seen what you said, O'Reilly Chambers. And are you on drugs? Did you not know who Joshua Kavad is? Oh, yeah. You're going to see. Also, on October 30th, don't forget, get your tickets at bit.ly/PWX October. Oh, yeah. bit.ly/PWX October for them Mckeesport Havoc. Also, we're going to have Sinborn defending his television championship against Slice. Now, look, I'm not going to bring up what Sinborn did at the last show. I'm not going to bring it up. Let me tell you this, though. That manager of his, Lilith, damn. I'm not even messing with her no more, man. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about that for now. I'll talk about that later in the week or next week. But, yeah, that Slice will be trying to get that title, that PWX television title, away from Sinborn. We shall see. We're going to have a dog collar match. My man Chief Thunderbear is going to be taking on Shadow the Clown. Shadow, got a lot of work. You got a lot of work ahead of you, bro, because Chief Thunderbear is not having it. If you've seen what he's been doing the past year here at PWX, you understand what I mean, bro. He ain't having it. This guy came from the bottom. He came from the bottom, and now he's main eventing matches. Let's just be real. He's main eventing shows now, bro. So we'll see what happens with Chief Thunderbear. I think he'll have a chance with that. The Pulp Culture Sensations, PWX Tag Team Champions, will be taking on the team of Dishonor. That's Manic and Lestat. Now, here's my question. What the hell? Did you see the PWX show this past week on Facebook? Oh, if you haven't, you need to go to the Facebook page right now. Go to the Facebook page right now and check that show out. We finally know what happened with Aaron Connors the night that the Pulp Culture Sensation won the Tag Team Championships. I'm going to get more information on that because I think I want to get Aaron Connors on the show, and I want to find out how he feels about that whole situation. Also, Superior G, up-and-coming dude that's been out here making a lot of noise. He's going to have another Cash App challenge, and I don't know if you know about that, but he's been offering anybody to beat him within 10 minutes. They beat him within 10 minutes. He gives them $200 delivered to their Cash App, and no one has done it yet. So I want to know who's going to try to, take on that challenge this show. But don't forget, that's October 30th. Bell time, 7 o'clock. PWX, 2125 Beacon Street, Mckeesport, PA, 15132. Go get them tickets right now at bit.ly/PWX October. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be popping. It's going to be popping. We were so close to a sellout last show. I think it's going to happen this one. I really do. You know what I mean? And I'm so proud of the guys and everybody who's been, putting their best foot forward, like my man Jacob, my man Scott, the security team, young Will, the guys who are out there who's trying to, keep the fans safe and keep me safe, dealing with the idiots I got to deal with. But I'm talking about the wrestlers, not my fans, because I love my fans. My fans, man, the PWX fans are so awesome. They are so awesome, man. They've been with us for a minute, man, years. And don't forget, we got the 28th anniversary show coming up on December 11th. We got some big news coming up about that, too. Some matches, 2 feature matches have been signed already, but can't get into that just yet. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. Stephon Devereux, Show Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. And we are out. See you next week.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text